Hello, everyone. It's me, DC. Or should I say, what's up, my nerds? Hello, everyone in the chat that happened to join us early birds. Hopefully, some more people join, but if not, that's okay. This is the first time we're doing this. So, I had this idea and I ran it past Ketzerin for a nerdy talk show. And basically, I just want to talk with one of my BFFs here every week about stuff that happened in the news in the nerd world. Uh, this we picked a very good week to start this. To be honest, it's packed full of stuff. So we'll have to get started soon. But I just want to give a quick intro on what we're about. Um, yeah, you know me from the channel and stuff on YouTube and all that. But Ketzerin actually was part of Nerd Bites Weekly way back in the day. We had a podcast that lasted what, like 6 episodes or something.
It was a real short time.
Yeah, we promise we're going to go longer than that with this one. I'm pretty committed to this. I think it's a really good idea. I'm actually throwing resources at it, as you can tell. Like I took some time to like make a scene here for Twitch, and yeah, I'm excited to get started. So, Ketzer, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Ket Soren. As he said, I was a co-host for the original Nerd Bites Weekly. Then that went. Pew. Now we're rising back again. Just doing a talk show. Gonna have some fun. Doing some reviews. Dustin is way more on the nerdy side than I am, so a lot of my opinions are gonna be, "Oh wow, I don't know," but I think that I can bring something good to the table because everything that we cover, I can come in with fresh eyes. Everything that we cover a prior week, I can have time to say, you know what, let me take this week, or maybe it might take 2 weeks to review it and say, hey, fresh eyes, this is awesome, or it's not. We'll go from there.
Yeah, I love it. But yeah, so like I said, we've got a lot to talk about. So I think I want to start with there's a lot of trailers this week. Um, let's see. Let's start with as they came down the pipe here this week. So I think Black Panther was first. So the Black Panther trailer, some juicy bits in there. The trailer does show. Well, it pretty much shows who the new Black Panther will be, which we think everyone pretty much saw it coming. It looks like it's going to be Shuri. So spoiler alert. I mean, if you've seen the trailer, if you haven't, I'm sorry. But that was everyone's speculation anyway. It's not like official that Shuri is Black Panther, but I mean they all but tell us that that's the case. I think the trailer looked really good. I'm super excited for Namor. Him being in the MCU is actually more of a window into the future than people realize because Namor is a mutant. And he's also like he's a demigod in his own right. He's like super powerful, and he does start out as a villain. So I'm glad they're making him a villain in this show. So or show movie. But yeah, I thought it was really pretty. What I liked it. I liked what I saw. How about you, Catherine? Did you watch it?
Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, I watched it yesterday just to make sure that I was caught up.
Yeah.
No idea about the actual premise other than somebody taking over Black Panther. I'm not too savvy on Black Panther, but I do want to touch upon. I thought I saw female Iron Man, or was
Oh,
I incorrect?
did you see that? Not that I saw, but maybe I just
With
overlooked it.
there was the choo choo on
If
maybe I'm imagining things, but I kind of got excited for
Well, I think it would be Riri, right? If that's the
it would be
case.
Riri.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
I do know a little bit about Riri.
Ironheart.
Um, yep.
Yeah.
And so I thought I saw that. I guess we're gonna have to rewatch it again, or I
I,
will have to just to make sure. But I thought I could have sworn I was like,
oh, okay. Well, in the Switch chat here, B Riley tells us that it was Ironheart. So I guess I just
oh,
completely missed it somehow. I was just so focused on Namor that.
it was I don't know who, but you say what is his name? Namor?
Namor.
Name
Yeah,
Namor?
he's the sub. Like his original like comic book hero name was the Submariner.
Okay.
His Namor, and actually everyone says he's a knockoff of Aquaman, which to people who don't know, yeah, it seems that way. But he actually came first.
Oh,
Namor
okay.
Namor actually came first. So technically Aquaman is a knockoff of Namor or the
Yeah,
submariner.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I was all like, "Oh wow, flying feet," or like, like Mercury, like Messenger. I was like, "Wow, really cool." But then I was like, Ironheart, Ironheart, and that's
Yeah.
all I could really think about the rest of the time because I was working at a comic shop at the time when I started reading Ironheart,
Oh, okay,
and I
yeah.
was like,
I remember
"Oh,
that.
that's really cool. I'm really excited for her."
Yeah.
So seeing that, I was like,
Yeah, Ironheart, of course, is an MIT student. They got a like a grant from Tony Stark, and they kind of they did like a an ode to that whenever Tony Stark gave the grant to Peter Parker and I forget which movie that was in. I think it was this Spider-Man, not Homecoming. Maybe it was Homecoming. I think it was Homecoming. Yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming. I can't remember. They all run together. There's like a billion Marvel movies now and TV shows and everything like that.
"Yep."
So, but yeah, I'm excited for the movie. Me and my boy Rob, who I see is in the chat here, we already got our tickets, so
Hi, Rob.
pretty stoked about that. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Let's see here. So the next trailer, well, we'll talk about the Dead Space trailer, I guess, because that actually came next, I suppose. So the Dead Space remake or remaster, it's not. I don't think it's really a remake. It looks like it's literally just it's just Dead Space, but prettier, which cool. I love you too, Rob. Uh, you know, I love the first Dead Space. It's legit like other than like Resident Evil 4, it might be my favorite horror game ever made.
Okay.
It's really really good. It plays smooth. I don't know so much if we needed a remaster, but they're gonna run remasters into the ground. Uh,
Um, well, for me, it's I've never played Dead Space. My brother he's always been on my butt about
you can
play
say
Dead
ass.
Space. If
You can say
well, I
ass.
didn't know. I was like, I don't know how much I can cuss on this. That's one of the things going into this. I was like, I'm gonna cuss so much, and we're gonna get docked for this
It's
because we're
fine.
on Twitch.
Nah.
Um, so basically, he's always been on my ass. You need to play Dead Space. You need to play Dead Space. Ketrin, when are you going to play Dead Space? And I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
Yeah.
But the remaster
He's right about that.
it makes me think about it again
Yeah.
because I love horror based games. Um,
This is one of the best. It
so
truly is. Like I'm not just saying that. Like it's truly one of the best like horror experiences in games. It's just so well set up and it plays so smooth and like there's legit creepy moments and like the. I mean, it's not like like there's some jump scares and stuff like that, but I mean, it's not
no,
like trying to it's not trying to be that kind of game.
yeah.
It tries to freak you out like with its psychology and stuff like that. So.
It
Uh,
reminds me watching it. It reminded me just vaguely Moons of Madness. Pretty sure it was Moons of
Moons of
Madness.
Madness. I'm
It
not
was a good.
familiar.
It's a indie game, eldritch horror stuff. I had my brother play it. One of the things, man, we should just create a channel just for him playing horror movie or horror games
Yeah.
because it is a kick. It is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. When I watch him play a horror game, it's funny. But going back to Dead Space, I want to play it now.
You should.
That being said, is it only stream? I thought I saw something where it's only stream, um, Steam related, where it's only coming out on Steam, or am I wrong in that?
I mean, if that is true, I am very certain that it will come out on other platforms.
Okay,
I, c- I can't imagine that it would just only release on Steam. Uh,
okay,
maybe at first, maybe it's like a timed exclusive. I know they love to do that shit now, but
yeah.
uh, yeah, I don't know. It looks good. It looks like I don't know if I'd pay to play it because I mean I beat the original like 3 times, so I don't know that I mean maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe there just won't be anything out at the time and I'll do it, but I don't know. If you haven't played it though, you should play it.
Yeah,
And yet,
I might do the pay to play because I haven't played it, and if I stream it, maybe you guys might want to come along for the ride and be going, "What the?" fuck
You should. That would be
the whole
cool. We should.
time.
We should. We should go. We should. That's an idea. Maybe like once a week we can, in addition to the show, we can have you stream it and I'll commentate on it. Like, no, you idiot.
That would be great. You would get so mad. I'd be going forward, and you'd be like, "Go left," and I'm going this way.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, you'd get so mad. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, that sounds fun. Oh, just play Cyberpunk, says Briley. I'm calling you Briley, even though it's probably B. Riley, because that's fun. I love Cyberpunk, and also you're right. Shoot the limbs, indeed. I think I think Briley's actually Dakota. Now that I think about it, so what's up, Dakota?
Probably.
Um,
What's up, my favorite bartender?
yeah. He said yes, bitch. Yeah, no, Cyberpunk. I mean, I could maybe if we have time, I'll talk more about Cyberpunk later. But I've been replaying that because of the anime. But that's neither here nor there. We can get into that here in a minute. That's actually a topic, sort of. So, next trailer though is super recent. Yesterday it dropped. Is the Mario trailer. Now, like I think the general consensus from most people is that it looks amazing. Jack Black as Bowser is literally perfection. But everyone seems to have problems with Chris Pratt's voice of Mario, which I'm confused about a little bit because we didn't really hear him say much.
The few lines I will actually. I'm going to jump on that train
Okay.
right there. I do have a problem with it because the first couple lines, it just sounds like Chris Pratt, and then the last line, it's almost like a New York accent, but not very much.
Yeah.
So that's my first like concern. Second, well, one, that would be my first concern. Yeah. Secondly, would be his butt. Mario had that
Oh, yeah.
ass in Nintendo 64, and it's gone.
He's normally
It's gone.
he's normally caked up, but they got him caked
Yeah.
down.
Basically, it was half of his back. I'm like, whoop, donk, all up in those overalls.
Give Mario his cake back.
Yep.
I honestly I didn't have a problem with it. I really didn't. From what little we heard, I want to hear more. But truly, I think the trailer looks pretty damn good. Like just overall, it looks like I'm gonna love that movie. Like straight up, I would watch that movie for Jack Black's Bowser. Anyway, like I'm going to see that in theaters because I love Jack Black and him as Bowser is just perfect. Like he even makes like the roars really well too. Like that dude is he's such a super talent and he's funny as hell.
Yeah, I would agree. I saw it, and my kid self, the Nintendo 64 Mario. Like I got really excited about that, seeing the penguins and yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So one last trailer that we have is a big one for me. It's the Pokemon trailer, the new Pokemon game. It's I forget the color. What is it? Oh shoot. I forgot the colors.
Silver, blue, gold, red, green, yellow,
I'm gonna have to
purple.
look this up. This is gonna drive me crazy. Like literally, I pre-ordered the game today, and I can't remember the colors because I have dad brain.
Black, white. I didn't list any of them.
No, those games already exist.
Oh.
Let's
Bronze.
see. Scarlet and Violet. It's Scarlet and Violet. Good God. Yeah. So Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, thank you, Winfield.
I would have continued listing colors until somehow I wouldn't have gotten there, let's be honest.
I'm such an idiot. Like, I literally pre-ordered the game today, the 2-pack, because my wife's going to play. This will be the first time she's played a main series Pokemon game. So I'm really excited for her to do that. Look at Violent Night? What is Violent Night? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, go ahead and play, if you can, play that trailer. It's with the guy who plays...
Oh, yes. I did see this.
This is based on Stranger Things.
I did see this. Okay, yeah, we can do that. That good recommendation, the new
That's John. Hi, John.
Hey, John. Thank you, John, for the recommendation. We'll talk
you,
about that in just a second. So anyway, the Pokemon games. There's a lot to cover here, unpack. There's like a 14-minute gameplay trailer. with some. It looks like they're trying to integrate like all ideas from all games like into this one game. So you have Terraforms, which is kind of like Dynamaxing and stuff like that from before, or like or Mega Evolutions. Except the cool thing, it looks kind of stupid, but the cool thing about it is it changes the whole competitive dynamic completely. So you could have a water type Pokemon, and then its Terrara form could be like fire type. So you
Hmm.
transform it into its fire type. So suddenly, like, electric type is not very effective against this, or grass type that you were fighting for is not very effective against it. And the Terrara types are random encountered in the wild, so you got to like hunt for the right one for like competitive stuff like that. It's like completely changes the landscape of the whole game and like the whole competitive scene. And I'm really
Wow.
excited for that. As someone who loves to hunt Pokemon and like special forms, like I'm a big shiny hunter. I like this is like yes, yes, yes. Like I love this shit. It looks dumb as hell. Like the Terrara forms themselves look stupid. Like they look ridiculous. Let me pull up a Terrara form Pokemon here.
That's pretty funny.
Okay. It
Well,
looks
I'm excited for you. I don't know too much about Pokemon other than I remember when I was, I don't know, 7,
okay.
maybe. I had a Psyduck card, and it was really cool.
I love
Oh,
Pokemon.
I did play Pokemon Go, and I remember walking around Memorial Park down here for hours at a time, not knowing what the hell I was doing, but it was fun going out walking around with people.
Oh man, that the summer of Pokemon Go. Let me tell you. All right, so here's like what a Terrara type. Sorry, they're called terrestrial types. That's what they look like. Like, look how stupid that looks. That looks so stupid. I hate it
Gotta look.
on stream. Yeah, you'll have to look on
Yeah,
stream.
yeah, yeah.
Here, or I can just send it to you so you can look at it too, and I'll
No,
continue
you're good. I
discussion.
can I can see it as is. You're good.
Okay. All right. So anyway,
It
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 lo-
looks pretty silly.
it looks very dumb. Uh, but anyway, so the other things that it does in this game is like you can send your Pokemon to auto battle Pokemon in the wild, which is like crazy cool. Because you can just like passively level up your Pokemon as you're like adventuring through everything. It's not. There's no like set way to beat the game this time either. It's not linear. Like you can go and battle in gyms to get your badges and battle the elite four or whatever, or you could do other stuff instead. Like it's all up to you and how you want to do it, how you want to like play the game, and you can do it at your own pace and everything. And I like it's like open world ish. It's not like true open world, but
Yeah.
it's a step in the right direction, and I'm really excited for these games. If you get a chance, everyone, if you haven't seen it, go check out that 14-minute gameplay trailer because they really show off a lot of stuff. Like you can go to these bases, like it's basically Team Rocket. I can't remember what they're called, like Team Star or something like that. And you go to these bases, and like they'll just send their Pokemon at you in mass, and you have to like auto battle. You send your Pokemon out to auto battle and like take care of them. So like you can just like clear a whole base, and like if you do it, like if you actually beat it, then you get to battle like the boss at that area.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And like so instead of like before in the main series games, before a gym, you would go and like battle like trainers in the gym. So like there'd be like 4 or 5 trainers in a gym. You'd battle them all before you get to the gym leader. Well, now in gyms you have to complete tasks. Like you have to compete like tasks they give you to show that you're worthy of battling the gym instead of battling trainers. Like you might have to go round up some Psyduck or some shit and put them in their corral. Or like they say, no, you can't battle me until you do this. So it's just like a nice little twist. It's not just like the mundane, like battle 4 trainers. Like they actually give you something else to do, and
Yeah, you got to work your way up now.
yeah, like it
You
just.
have to be worthy.
And again, it's Pokemon, so it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be everything everyone wants, but again, it's a step in the right direction. It sounds like they're listening to their audience, and I think it's going to be a great game. Like I love Sword and Shield as much as that those games get hate. Like I think they were really great games. I understand the complaints about them, but like I put over 500 hours in Sword, so like I play the shit out of that game. Like it's so good. But
Jeez.
that's my Pokemon TED Talk.
Yeah.
Since you don't
For
have
those
much,
still watching in the chat, for somebody who doesn't play Pokemon like me, what are you excited about? And tell me why I should be excited about it, other than what he said.
yeah, I know Dan plays Pokemon. Who else? Dakota
Yeah,
doesn't.
Dan.
Rob does. Rob, you're getting it right.
Yeah, Rob. Tell me why.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
We got some people in here. I think we got like what? We had like 8 viewers, which is like, pretty good. I mean, that's more than what I'm used to. So, but while we wait for responses, let's watch this Violent Night trailer. How about that?
Yes. Yes. Everybody watch this. This is pretty funny stuff.
Okay, so let's see. Is it?
You ain't driving, are you?
I steer a little, but the ranger do most of the work.
This is my 4th year as a Santa. How about you?
I started the whole damn thing.
It's Christmas!
We decided that you could have one gift.
Early.
What is it?
That is a direct hotline to Santa Claus himself.
I can talk to Santa.
Hey, look! Is that the guy that played Mr.
Rattlers.
Robot?
Welcome to your worst Christmas
I was
ever.
gonna say he just ho'd you, Dustin. Ho.
I think that's the guy on Mr. Robot, right? He looked like him.
You
if
have
not.
$300 million in your personal vault. That's what I want for Christmas.
I mean, what did the Christmas tree do?
I don't want any trouble.
I mean, that in itself, I think would anger Santa Claus personally.
For sure.
I would do that.
Who is he? Because it's not your typical mall Santa.
Santa, are you there?
This looks awesome.
Daddy said you were very busy tonight. My name's Trudy Lightstone. Are you gonna help us, Santa?
Yeah, Trudy.
Santa?
You're on my nice list. Santa Claus is coming to town. Time for some season's beatings.
It comes out December 2nd.
Who the hell are you?
Remy Malek. Yeah.
Boss, what if he really is the real?
No such thing as Santa.
These bad men, they're all on my naughty list. Naughty. That's naughty!
And what do you do to the naughty ones?
I give them a lump of coal.
Where is it?
I gotta watch.
I believe in you, Santa.
Okay.
Come on. Which one of you did that? Prancer? So unprofessional.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in. I'm definitely in for that. Dakota, bro. So we're going to a con on December 2nd in Columbus. It's December 2nd and 3rd. Dakota, we should go see that together that night. That'd be awesome. But yeah.
But it does look pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in.
I am looking forward to that. Yep.
I'm very much in. Okay. Yeah, so I think we're done with trailer talk finally. Unless you want to talk about, like tractor trailers or something. But
No, not too much into tractors.
all right. So the next topic, I think, let's take a break from entertainment a little bit, and we'll talk about the adult Happy Meals.
Okay.
So McDonald's decided they partnered with, I don't know, like Cactus Plant or whatever it is. I don't know what it actually is, but like I know what a cactus is, but I'm saying like the Cactus Plant Happy Meals or whatever. I don't know where the idea came from, but they have adult Happy Meals, and we picked them up. Mariah and I did, my wife, And so it's like it's the same price as it would be for like a 10-piece nugget or a Big Mac, right? And those are the two options you can choose. And it's like the same price. You get a drink, medium fry, either 10-piece nugget or a Big Mac of your choice. Okay. And you get these toys. Oh shoot, I should have brought one in here. But anyway, maybe I'll go grab it here in a bit. But you get these toys. They're like these little vinyl toys that they made, and they have 4 eyes for some reason. Like top, bottom, 4 eyes. I don't know why. I don't get it, but it's just a cool idea. Like kind of makes you feel like a kid again. Not that, not me buying, Happy Meals, getting the Pokemon cards the last few weeks or anything like that. But
Like for people with 4 eyes.
yeah,
Like us.
I don't know. Like they have, it's like they have some like the OG characters like Grimace, the Hamburglar, like the hamburger mascot, Birdie, stuff like that. And then like the one we got was called Cactus Buddy, and it's just like a McDonald's employee with like 4 eyes. I don't know. It's like it looks like they're made out of clay, kind of.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's fun. Have you? I'm assuming you haven't checked them out yet.
No, but this week I will. That is something that I will absolutely. I will go. I'll have to see if they're doing it here, but pretty sure they are. But yeah, I'll absolutely do that.
Apparently, the hamburger one's pretty rare. Not the Hamburglar, but the hamburger, like the caricature.
Hamburger.
Blah, blah, caricature. I cannot say that word. Caricature of a hamburger.
Caricature hamburger.
Hamburger. That word was like impossible for me to get out for some reason. I feel like an idiot. It's like twice I made myself feel like an idiot tonight already. Starting off strong.
Where's the first one? What?
Whenever, like at the beginning, I don't remember. I couldn't remember something. Oh, now I'm not.
We need a Dustin idiot counter.
Yeah, yeah.
Ding.
I couldn't remember Scarlet and Violet. That's what it was.
Oh.
Well, there's like I have like Steam stickers turned on, so people could like go down to the bottom here and boo me or something. So
you guys, for those still watching,
there's some Steam stickers.
every time that Dustin says something dumb, or he may feel like an idiot, you send a heart.
Yeah. Well, I guess another reason I found myself to be an idiot here. I guess my Steam stickers became undefined and all that, so I'll have to fix that for the next stream. I don't have time to do it right now. I'm not going to sit here and make people watch me fix that, but I'll fix it for next stream, guys. It'll have sounds and stickers. It'll be fun.
Yep. We'll do it.
Yeah. So that was a nice little break in the action there from the nerd stuff. I don't know. I just thought, I thought it was cool that they did that. It's fun.
Yeah, I think it's exciting. I mean, I remember getting Happy Meals and getting the toys and being excited for that. So it's a nice little nostalgic thing. I think that we can all agree on. And I'm gonna try it this week. So
in that same vein,
I'll let you know.
Well, in that same vein, for Halloween, you remember like when we were kids, the Halloween buckets they used to sell or give out, like. Those are real. They're back. Like they brought them back.
Nice.
And they're alive now, so you can get those again. Remember the
Very
Happy
cool.
Meals actually used to come in those buckets. Like it was so cool.
Yeah.
Like that was the toy. Was the
was the bucket.
Yeah, that was so cool. They got 3 different ones. A green one, a orange one. Are they a choking hazard?
Anything is a choking hazard, John. Just you gotta be careful.
Everything's a choking hazard if you try hard enough.
Yep.
No. Okay, so let's move on to anime world.
Anime.
Yeah.
Anime.
And don't worry, Dakota, we'll bring up about Cyberpunk because it's technically part of this season of anime. So this season, the fall season of anime, is usually like a pretty good slot for anime. Like usually there's some like good anime in the fall slot. But this season of anime is quite possibly the best season of anime ever. Like ever. Okay. we have. Let me just name some of the heat. Okay, we have My Hero Academia, season 6. We have Spy Family, season 2. Okay, we have the final season of Bleach. I think it's the final season. I think that's what Dakota said. I don't watch Bleach, but everyone's excited about it. Oh yeah. So on the Bleach vein though, the one who done it reminded me. Is that John?
That is John. Hello, John.
John, I'll have to remember that.
You're doing
John,
great.
John. John reminds me that Crunchyroll deleted all of Bleach. They removed Bleach from their services because Disney actually bought the rights to stream Bleach, and it's on Hulu now. All of Bleach is, so that's where it's going. So just FYI for anyone that's looking for it, that's where it is. But then you have Chainsaw Man is about to debut. Okay, which is like one of the hypest anime like I can remember as far as like the source material. People love that shit, and it's like one of them. It's been hyped up like crazy, so I'm excited for that. The trailer looked really good. Let's see what else. I'm forgetting. I feel like I'm forgetting one big one. But my point is, we have.
Well, I can piggyback on that. And January 2023, Vox Machina season 2 is going to be out, so I'm going to count that as an anime.
But it's not this season of anime. I'm talking about the fall season. So you got to wait your turn. But next year there's some good anime on the horizon too, and we'll talk about that later on. But I could just talk. Overlord season 3 was summer though. That was summer, but that was good. So yeah, take that one off.
Going back to 4.
To Your Eternity season 2 maybe was the other one I was thinking of. There were a lot of people like that anime. I haven't watched it yet, but people were excited for it. The Gundam, the new Gundam show. There was
Solid 5.
Yeah, there was a prologue to that, and it was really good. It's The Witch from Mercury was the name of it. The first episode is out. The second one comes out on Sunday. The first episode was really good. The animation style is brilliant. It looks like it's going to be a great anime, so that's been fun. But then there's like these what I would call middling anime that I always try to pick up a couple because sometimes they surprise you and they end up really good. Some of those like I feel like people are going to miss this time. Usually people watch like one or two like simulcasts that are like really good that everyone's watching, and then they'll usually pick up one or two what they call middle tier anime, middling anime, and people will usually watch that. And I'm one of those people, and I'm simulcasting all these anime, but there's like 2 anime that I think look really good. Bocce the Rock, which is about this chick that she's like an introvert, but she's good at guitar, and so like she gets picked up by a band and it like helps her open up as a person.
I'm just gonna pause you. You said she's an introvert, but she's really good at the guitar, and I could think of that meme. She's a 10, but she plays guitar.
Yeah.
It just sounds stupid, but my head was like, buzzing.
Our minds are just memes at this point. We're living embodiments of memes, and like we just live in meme world. So I get it.
All right, sorry.
No,
she's
it's
really
good
at guitar.
Yeah, and then that one comes out this week, I believe, or it came out like 2 days ago. And then Fix It Yourself either came out or is about to come out, and it's like a lighthearted anime about like this mechanic that like basically is like a jack of all trades, and it like they teach this kid like basically how to do things for themselves. I don't know, it looks fun. And I'm going to watch that too, but I think that's going to be missed out by a lot of people. But there's also this really good horror anime. Well, I don't know if it's really good yet, but the first episode was really good. Housing Complex C. It is actually only airing in the United States as an English dub because Adult Swim bought the rights to it. So it's on Adult Swim and HBO Max because HBO has the rights to their Adult Swim stuff. So first episode was really good at that. So I highly recommend that to anybody looking for a horror anime because it's basically like this chick this like little girl. She's like a 10-year-old. She lives in a housing complex with a bunch of old people, and there's like some creepy stuff that happens in this area, and like there's this like underground bunker that they had built in like the war times, and there's like a bunch of creepy stuff down there, and like a cavern, and they're just trying to figure it all out, and there's just like really creepy. Old people are creepy, says Winfield. No, these old people are like really nice. It's funny.
Till they kill you.
Gosh, yeah, I miss Toonami.
Me too.
Every day coming home and watching like Dragon Ball, G Gundam, Sailor Moon, like Rurouni
Good
Kenshin,
stuff.
which is actually Rurouni Kenshin's getting a remake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna like be all original source material, but or, I don't know.
Well, I'll check out that horror anime because I like the spooky stuff.
Housing Complex C. Check it out.
Yep, I'll check that out.
And Chainsaw Man, because it's apparently it's like crazy over the top, and it looks kind of like it looks brutal. I don't know if it's in the horror vein. I don't think so. It's like more like action-y. But that's, if you want to be in on like what everyone's talking about, everyone's going to be talking about Chainsaw Man, guaranteed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Can do. I'll do that.
highly recommend all those I mentioned to everyone, though. It just depends on what you're into, but those are good ones to check out. But yeah, this season is just insane. So going back to trailers a little bit and talking about anime here, and then we'll get to Cyberpunk in a minute, Dakota. I know you're waiting. So there was this past week was the 20th anniversary of Naruto, which is huge for me. Let me see if I can. So this poster behind me, that's a custom-made Naruto poster that my best friend Morgan got me for my birthday one year. And it's like basically all the scenes from all of Naruto that makes up the outline, like the caricature outline of Naruto himself.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really sick. But anyway, so
that's cool.
obviously I love the shit out of Naruto. It's one of my favorite animes ever. But it was the 20th anniversary, and the studio reanimated some of the scenes from each season in this new animation style. It's like very crisp and everything. And every song from every season, they did like a clip of they did clips from that season that kind of like embodied what that season was about during that song time frame for each season. So it was like a 10-minute video or something like that, and it was like little snippets of each season during the song, and it was all brand new animation of the original scenes. And like everyone's clamoring like, please reanimate the whole show, like, because it was not just, it was Naruto and Shippuden that they reanimated in that style, like in those scenes, and everyone's like begging the studio to reanimate it in that style and re-release it. And like I for one would be all for it because it was gorgeous, and Naruto is one of the best shows ever made, like bar none, one of the best shows ever made. Yeah, so check that out too if you get a chance, if people miss that. So
I'm gonna have to check that out because I never got into Naruto, so it's gonna be on my list now.
Well, it's a bear to tackle. I mean, the OG Naruto is like 500 episodes, and Shippuden's like, I want to say 700 or something like that. Yeah, it's a bear. Now, there are filler lists where you can skip a lot of the filler, but true Naruto fans don't skip filler because there's some actual gold in that filler.
Okay.
Yeah. Dakota can attest to that. We don't skip filler for Naruto. Oh yeah, plus the movies. That's true. There are the movies, which I have not seen any of the movies. That'll be something I try to do at some point, but there's just been so much good anime. It's kind of been perpetually on the back burner. So let's get to the A1 topic though about anime. In my opinion, is Cyberpunk Edgerunners on Netflix. Legitimately, probably a top 5 anime ever for me.
Okay.
I loved the shit out of that anime, and it makes, like, everyone who I know who has watched it also loved it. Like, agrees with my sentiment that it's like one of their favorites. The animation style, it's from Studio Trigger, which if you know Studio Trigger, they've done tons of stuff like Kill la Kill, Darling in the Franxx, what are some of the big ones they've done? But anyway, they're really into like over the top stuff, like over the top animation. If you've seen Star Wars Visions, they did a animation for Star Wars Visions too. It's the one where they have the lightsabers that basically shoot up, like they're battling in outer space and they're standing on like the ships, and their lightsabers go up like 1,000,000 miles, and they're fighting like slashing ships with their lightsaber. And that is just like Studio Trigger's MO. Like they're just over the top, crazy batshit stuff. Okay.
Okay.
But Edgerunners, while their style is still there, it is still kind of grounded in the fact that it follows like this person, David Rodriguez, and this chick named Lucy, and their crew, and they're cyberpunks, and they are basically doing jobs for money, right? And David, the main character, is like he was just a normal school kid. And he's trying to get to the next level. His mom like sacrificed a lot of money and time so he could go to this prestigious school. And I'm not going to ruin anything, but basically he ends up with the cyberpunk crowd, and he gets a bunch of cybernetics and stuff like that. But it's just like the story is phenomenal. Like it does, like the anime comes at you fast. Like it's only like I think 12 episodes or something like that. It's short, and it's a self-contained story in that 12 episodes, which I love. I love one-shots. Like honestly, like don't get me wrong, I love big anime as well, like big what's it called? The style of anime. I can't, God, my brain just will not work tonight. Shonen. I love big shonen animes like Dragon Ball Z and Naruto, stuff like that. I do love it, but like at the end of the day, like I have kids. I don't have a lot of time. I love a good, if you can contain a story in 12 episodes, like in a single season, like that's how you know you can freaking write. Like I love that shit. Okay.
Nice.
And this is a self-contained story, and it's just beautiful. Like there's a song that plays at the beginning and end of the show, and I've listened to it nonstop since I've finished this series, and I'm actually going to start my second watch through here soon because I just love it that much.
Nice.
The animation style is super crispy. There's lots of blood and guts and gore, and the music, the soundtrack is baller. The voice acting is really good. Just all around, the characters are amazing. Like you love, like even though each one of the characters like only has a short amount of time on screen, like some of them, you fall in love with a lot of them just because like they tell like these snippets of stories, about their character, or like through their characterization you get an understanding, like like this character is this way because X, Y, and
Yeah.
it really makes you feel some type of way. Like it's heavy shit. It is so good. And there's a scene that's like been my background, and it probably will stay that way for a long time, where Lucy and David are in this VR, and they're sitting on the moon, like on the edge of a crater, and they're looking up at the Earth.
Nice.
And it's just like the most beautiful scene I think I've ever seen in anime. Like I just love everything about that shit. So yeah,
Cool.
Please, if you have not seen Cyberpunk Edgerunners, make it your number one priority, please.
Yeah.
It is killer. It is absolutely.
I like the passion. I like the hype that you have. So I'll check that out.
I
for
promise
sure.
you, I'm not overhyping it. Like this anime cannot be overhyped. Like truly, it's so good.
Nice. Yeah, it sounds good. I'll check it out.
So yeah, it's like if you like neon stuff and like the whole cyberpunk scene, like it made me like, and not just me, it made everyone, like millions of players, go back to Cyberpunk and play it again, because it's just like it really gives you an idea of the world like that you're playing this game in. This is brilliantly done, just brilliant. So
Cool.
yeah, I hope they make a movie, and I hope there's a season 2. I think there will be, but I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be those characters again. I'm hoping it's gonna be like anthology based. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm excited. I will let you know. Maybe next podcast.
You should make it your priority. I think once you start, you won't be able to stop, because it really grips you during the first episode. Like you're like, oh shit, this is crazy. Yeah.
Cool.
So, I think that's most of the stuff I had on my docket. We're gonna end with Overwatch talk, but we have a couple things here that's kind of out of those realms. So let's talk about. You brought this up to me, and I think this is really cool about D&D partnering with Lego.
Yes. So this is one of the topics that I wanted to talk about this week. D&D
Dungeons
is
and Dragons.
Yes, Dungeons and Dragons is partnering with Lego's Ideas for their 50th anniversary. So essentially, if you have any Lego ideas, I know my brother, he is big into Legos. I don't think he does creations, but if he did, I would tell him, make up a monster, make up a scene, make up a set, do something that is in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons. I sent you a link where they had some people already like put up I guess ideas, Lego ideas for beholders, mimics, dragons. One did a dungeon set, and I think that's really cool. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Lego does with this because for me, I'm not too much in the Lego stuff. I know my brother is. That's how I know about it. I've seen him build hours on hours and hours of Legos, and I can't touch any of them still. But for me, I'm a dungeon master. I love playing D&D. I love reading about D&D, and I think that Lego partnering with D&D, and if they take on these ideas, I think it would be really cool to somehow incorporate it as like a miniature for games. I think that would just be kind of fun in general.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to this.
So I'm looking through
my spill.
Some of them right now with the audience here. I've got it up on the screen. My two favorites at first glance is like the Beholder, the big one, the black one, and the Mimic, the one in the middle with its tongue sticking out. Like that is killer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, these are cool.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm specifically looking forward to someone coming up with a D4 Lego, and that will be the ultimate killer for the feet Lego and a D4. So I think that would be so funny though if they created like this giant D4, just throw it on the ground.
They should make Lego dice. That would be sick. Like
that would be
a 20-sided Lego die.
That would be great. That would be. I mean, it'd be interesting. So I am really excited about that. I'm gonna keep an eye on that because Legos and D&D, you can't go wrong there.
For sure. So, we have an idea coming up. So something I failed to mention at the beginning of the show. We are periodically going to have guests on the show. We actually have our first official guest lined up for the 21st. I won't say, like, it's not a big guest or anything, but just in case something falls through, I won't tell you who it is, just, but it's a cosplayer. It's a local cosplayer, and they're supposed to come on the 21st, so that'll be a lot of fun. I've gotten to know her a little bit through going to cons. Don't step on that. on the dice. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That would be the worst. Literally your foot would just explode.
There's gonna be a hospital
everywhere.
pandemic. Yeah.
But anyway, no, we're gonna have guests from time to time on the show. Ketzern had an idea about bringing on a D&D guest.
Nick, if you're listening, Nick, I'm talking about your audio for D&D. We would love to interview you. We would love to have you on, hang out, talk, get to know each other.
I started playing D&D virtually only, unfortunately, because kids, life. But during the pandemic, and I never thought I'd be a person to play D&D. But I fell in love with it. I've had so much fun with it. I'm in my second campaign now that's been ongoing for like almost a year. It's just so much fun getting into that and like figuring out how to beat, big bads and like where you're going next in the story. And you're a dungeon master, a DM for short, and it really takes a good DM to make, D&D really good. I've been very fortunate to have really good DMs for our campaigns. But I think we'll just have a D&D show at some point and just talk about D&D.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love that. I will go all out, and just because you did a little bit, I run hybrid sessions. So I have two online players. One of them is gone for the moment until December. The other one is pretty frequent. That's John, actually. And then I have two
What
in
up,
real life
John?
players. Yeah, John. That's so many shout outs in one, one episode. John! Um, so I do hybrid sessions, and I built a whole table dedicated to it, but now I can run it equally where I can immerse my online players just as much as I can with my in real life players. And so I'm looking to maybe expand that. And if I do, I will let you guys know in B Shell, and I will let you guys know as for my friends, and maybe on here. So maybe I can grab some more people if I decide to do that.
Sweet. Yeah. And then one last thing you were bringing up to me was about Destiny 2, right?
Yes, so this is just something so dumb. But Destiny 2, check this out, you guys, is officially 123.7 gigabytes versus Red Dead Redemption, which is now 123.4 gigabytes. So now Destiny 2 is zero point 0.3 gigabytes larger than Red Dead Redemption.
So big for no
So
reason. Oh my
we
god.
need a woo!
Is it one of those things where they just like all the audio and stuff? They don't know how. Is like the Grand Theft Auto problem. They don't know how to zip their audio files, so they're just giant files. Like, how is that game that big? I don't understand.
I don't know. New content, new seasons. I know that
Jesus.
Titans. I think Titans. John would know this. See, we need him just to talk about Destiny 2. He knows way more than I do. Just new stuff is coming out. New supers. I don't know if that would. I guess that would make the game larger, right? Because it's new content by itself
Sure.
being added on to the main game. But yeah. So
John
that
said
is.
destinations, etc. Had to import all that content from Destiny 1. Oh yeah, I guess that is true. Since Destiny 1's dead, it's like they merged the games and all that. Man, I played Destiny 1 quite a bit when it first came out. Oh, it's also in 4K. Oh my god, well, no wonder. Those files have to be huge. But I had my fun with it. It's just not really for me anymore. But the game that is for me, and the main topic, anime ended up being the main topic of our show, but I think just because there's so much to talk about it. But Overwatch came out this week, and it was interesting to say the least. It was kind of a huge flop upon release, just because it's a free-to-play game now. Overwatch 2 is. Overwatch 1 is officially dead. It replaced by Overwatch 2. It came out Tuesday, but no one could get on. There was just a queue of like 60,000 people every time, is what it said. And part of the problem was they got DDoS'd multiple times. Which is basically a DDoS attack. Is just they get flooded with like login attempts and stuff like that, just to make sure, like, push people out of the server. People are getting kicked off. Yeah, Blizzard shit the bed for sure, as they often do with games when upon initial release. When D2R came out, Diablo 2 Resurrected, I got it on the Switch and PC, so for cross progression online, and on the Switch, I couldn't play it for like over a week. Yeah.
Jeez.
Just they suck at launches. They always underestimate how much server space they're going to need. They always get DDoS because I guess they just don't understand how to make that secure in their code. Yeah, but they did make the game go offline for like several hours yesterday, and they had another one for consoles playing today for like an hour to clean up some stuff. There were login errors that you couldn't get in because it was like kicking people out and stuff like that. And I can confirm, I was on PlayStation 5 earlier and I could get in right away, and I played like 5 matches and it was completely fine. Diablo, how's your wallet? I don't pay to win, so I'm good. And I don't play that the mobile game either. So it's been on my phone for forever, but I refuse to play it. Rob, this just in says, by the way, he's playing Overwatch right now on PC. and he says it's doing great tonight. So they obviously fixed it, thank God. But from what I played on PC and PS5, and it runs surprisingly well on PS5, like way better than what I thought it would. On PC, oh my gosh, it's a whole different game now. It's 5v5, which doesn't sound like it would make much of a difference going from 6v6 to 5v5, but it really does. Like the spacing is so much better. Like their whole engine they redid, so like it just plays way different. It's incredibly smooth. It's fast paced. I think they did a really good job with the game itself, and I can't wait to keep playing more. I'm kind of obsessed. My boy Rob that's watching right now, and he's been talking to us a little bit. He's actually going to bring his PC over tomorrow night, and we're just going to play like all night, like old times.
Nerds!
And stay up all night and play, and then watch football all day the next day. So we're pretty freaking stoked for that.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. But, I highly recommend Overwatch to anyone that likes shooters. It's like Overwatch 1, I played like an unfathomable amount. Like, I played probably over 1,000 hours on PS4 because I didn't have a PC back then. And then I played almost 1,000 hours on PC, and I've only had my PC for like 3 years. So, definitely one of my most played games ever, and Overwatch 2 is definitely probably going to overtake that because they rehauled their ranking system too. So it's actually interesting. I've never heard it done this way before. So they evaluate you after 7 wins or 20 losses. So like every 7 wins, like you'll go up in rank, or every 20 losses you'll go down in rank. So you're not just flip flopping back and forth between SR like they have in their own ranking system. You actually, it seems fair. Like if you're winning like most of the time or half the time even, you're going to go up in rank. And honestly, that's the way it should be. Like,
nice.
It makes so much sense. They reset everything, I think, too. So if you're an Overwatch 1 player, I think you have to like re-rank and like work your way up. Because they changed like the whole ranks as well. The ranking tiers. It's way different. It's not SR based, it's tier based. Starts off with bronze 4 and then goes up to bronze 1, and then you go up silver, and then they skip gold for some reason, and it goes to diamond, and then I think master, grandmaster, or something like that. So
wow.
Yeah, they rehauled everything. Highly recommend playing it. So
cool.
Yeah,
it sounds great. I am not an Overwatch player, but it does sound fun.
They're also cutting down on toxicity quite a bit by requiring you to have a phone number, so there's no Smurfs anymore. Like you have to get texted like for your account in order to play, like a 2-factor, And then they record voice chat, like snippets of it. So if like if you're like being toxic in chat, people can report it, and like you'll actually get banned.
Nice.
They'll monitor, chats and stuff like that. It really sounds like they're trying to clean up their game, because as much as I loved the first Overwatch, it was the most toxic freaking game ever. Like way more toxic than
Call of Duty.
Way more toxic than Call of Duty, Halo, all that. Like even Halo back in the day was not as bad as this. I heard the most obscene things in chats, and people would just leave. They would just leave, and like there's Smurfs everywhere, and it was just like really hard to like rank up, because if you didn't have a full team, like you're just impossible to rank up. I play with Rob a lot, but I mean he's really the only one that I play with. So sometimes I like to solo queue if he's not able to play. And they made solo queuing, I think, a little more accessible in Overwatch 2. So, yeah, definitely play it. No, there's 1 tank, 2 healers, 2 DPS. It's impossible to get in tank. It's like what used to be is impossible to get in DPS. Now it's like impossible to play in tank. Like it's like a 9+ minute wait every time you want to try to tank.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's only like it's less than 2 for support, and I actually play a lot of support, so I'm okay with that. But it's kind of cool because it did reduce the DPS times too. So,
wow.
So that's good. Anything else you want to bring up? That was the main topic of the night. Overwatch.
No. I'm excited for you about Overwatch. I'm excited for you about the Happy Meal and Naruto and animes, everything that I don't know about. I am excited for
Hey,
you.
you're here to learn. I'm baptizing you back in the nerd world. You used to live it once upon a time.
This is true.
This is your nerd baptism.
Oh my god. Hashtag nerd baptism. That's what it's gonna be. Give Mario back his badonkadonk and nerd baptism.
Hell yeah. Yeah, send me that in chat so I remember to put it as tags like
You got it.
when I tag everything. So if you missed some of this episode tonight, I do plan on putting this on the YouTube channel tomorrow, uploading it to the YouTube channel tomorrow, so everyone will be able to watch it and everything like that.
Cool.
Also, at some point, I think I am going to make this an actual podcast through platforms as well, but right now I'm just trying to get everything going, so that takes some extra work. So, what?
Cool beans.
What you were?
I was just saying, listen.
Oh, yeah, listen.
Yeah.
So,
Just distracting.
Okay, but yeah, I plan on doing that at some point too. Maybe not till like episode 5 or something like that. But yeah, maybe when we get our first guest, that'd be a good time to start doing the podcast.
Yeah,
portion of it. So
I would agree.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We really appreciate the support and you coming out to hang out with us. We love that you were actually kind of active in the chat, so we had some extra stuff to talk about. We got an additional trailer to watch and stuff like that. So this is a talk show. That's what it's all about. We want to interact with our audience. We want to get ideas. We want to bounce stuff off each other and talk and interact and just come hang out every Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern.
True.
All right.
Right. Yep. Have a good night, guys, and thanks for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you again next Friday.
All right. Until next time, stay nerdy.
All right. Bye-bye.